guys, welcome to Coach Dave Academy. This is Suellio Almeida. We're going to see my lap with the Porsche Cup at Knockhill. We're going to see the entire lap and then we're going to talk about corner by corner. Now, talking about the very first corner, this is one there's a little trick here. You can actually open up just a little bit right after the exit. Be careful not to do it too early, of course, so you don't cut the pit entry. I mean the pit exit, but you want to come all the way to the white line here and start braking, being parallel to the white line, not the dotted line, the actual line that comes kind of diagonally from the outside. And then you're going to turn into the blind spot here. It's very important to turn very well and kind of cross this. You want to almost hit. You don't want to hit too much this sausage. You do want to kind of touch it. But then your car is going to be like a little bit thrown up because of the impact. And also the track is falling down. So because of that, we kind of have to go straight. You cannot do a lot of rotation when the car is falling because the track is disconnected. The car is disconnected from the track. So that's why we want to actually do some rotation before. This is a rule, guys. Every time you're doing rotations before a crest, that's where you want to focus the biggest chunk of that rotation. So you're going to rotate as much as possible here because right after that, when the car is falling, you will not be able to rotate the car as much. You can see that the car is now refusing, it's bouncing, it's falling, it's kind of sliding on a straight line to the direction that it was right before it started falling. So that's a very important tip. If you have a crest, rotate before the crest so that you can kind of go a little bit straight when falling through the crest. Then we go here. Now we have a compression, so we can really churn a lot. We need to use that compression to change direction. You're aiming to go completely on top of this red curb, and then we want to kind of already start braking. You don't have the time to go straight to a straight line, and then brake on a straight line like that. You will actually squeeze progressively the brakes as the car is unwinding from the rotation. So you're gonna brake more. As you unwind, you won't have the time to go straight and then brake. If you want to wait until that happens, you have to be too slow to make this possible. And if you are at the right speed, you're going to overshoot the corner. You're gonna miss the apex of the upcoming right-hander. So again, look at my brakes. You can see how progressively I'm starting to brake already, but then as I decrease the steering, I increase the brakes. So that's why the telemetry looks like a triangle on this one, like all the way up and then peak all the way down. So all the way up, peak. Now I start turning and the brakes are going down almost at the same rate. So it looks like a perfect triangle there. And then we're trail braking, and then finally when we see that we're not going to hit the sausage, please do not hit that sausage. You see, like, I didn't really hit it and it still was kind of bad because the car bounced a little bit. I got away with it and did like a pretty good lap time on this sector, but it was almost throwing the car off a little bit. And then here, make sure you do not touch this dirt on the left because it pulls the car and the car just wants to stay there. You will not be able to come back and do the next two corners very well. So you want to turn in here, upshift early to fourth. Now fourth, it's kind of early, but it kind of helps the car to rotate a little bit. If you keep on third, you're going to understeer and you're going too much to the left. So on the fourth here, it helps to bring the car a little bit more to the right. And then finally, we want to align. This is very, very important here. when you cannot see the corner, you have to use the available references to align the car and then do the corner. You will not wait until you see the apex and then turn in, because if you do that, it's already too late. So what you want to do, what I do here is I use the references. How am I going to align the car in reference to, I don't know, maybe this line here, maybe the bollards, maybe right before this little corner here on the thin part of the curb. You have to choose a reference. In my case, I'm aligning with the curb here like that. This is my aim. Even before I see the apex, I'm already changing direction to the right here. Now I'm already going to the right, even though I'm not still seeing the track. That's how important it is to use available references in your vision, with your vision, before you turn or before you set up a corner that is blind. You will never be able to look at the track on the exit because it's blind. You can't see it. So use available references to really try to go totally on top of the second curve here, and then a little bit of throttle. When the car lands, you see it's a little bit unsettled, so you kind of wait and then get back on power, allowing the car to go all the way to the green, not the dirt, please. And then we go here. The next corner is kind of simpler. It's definitely simpler than the corner before. I'm using the beginning of the curb here to start braking. So as you can see, peak pressure at the beginning of this curb, and then I'm kind of allowing the car to go all the way to the outside to open up and then turn the car. Again, we're gonna have a similar thing. Let me use this camera here. We have a compression that leads into a blind apex and exit. So when this happens, you want to use this compression to rotate the car. So we're gonna concentrate the rotation on entry where the grip is available, and that's allowing us to rotate the car as much as possible. But then at the exit, we don't have the grip. The car is falling. So at this part, we're going straighter. So we're not concentrating the rotation here. We have done the rotation before already. The car is kind of straight, and then it's gonna fall off and want to go straight here, but you already set up the line, so you're gonna be all good. Let's see how it looks from the cockpit. See, now on the jump, the car really wants to go straight. It's very important. Very ultra important. And then for the last corner, what you want to do is I use this little dirt as a reference. I'm braking a little bit after. As you can see, I'm not braking at the dirt, I'm braking after, but I'm using it as a reference. And then we brake on a straight line. We wait. Second gear, start turning in. And then first, for some extra rotation with the engine braking, and then aiming to get the best exit as possible. Again, exactly the same thing. There's a compression here on entry and a crest on exit. So we want to focus the rotation on the compression where the grip is available to rotate the car. And then we want to kind of point straight, not straight, but straighter than before on exit, because the car is not going to be able to rotate that much when it's falling, when it's disconnected from the track. And then here you can see the car wanting to go off, but I already prepared that line knowing that it was not going to have the available grip on the exit. And here we go. That is a this is a 47 seconds, 0.2 lap time. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you next week. Bye.